This is Irontrader and TGIF. Really good trading week here again today. But before we get started, I got to give a shout out to the Detroit Lions here who beat the Packers last night. Really great game. Okay, so as usual, we're going to take a look here at crude oil and at natural gas. But first of all, what we're going to do is take a little look here at Bitcoin, which had a big spike up yesterday. Okay, this video is for information purpose only. Recommendation to buy on the stock commodity ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we have Bitcoin. Now you can see here how we had this sideways action going. Okay, so a lot of times when a stock will run up or whatever, a commodity or an ETF, it runs up here, and then what it does, it'll do like a sideways action kind of situation, just like we had here. Okay, so we were trading really right around between that 8-day, and then we're looking at the top of that candle right there. That was at 100,170. I know it's a big number. And then yesterday we had that big spike up here up to 105,325. Okay, so it had a really good spike up, but you notice that it couldn't hold it, and that's a pretty good sized topping tail situation here. Now today it came on down here, but you notice that it's holding this 8-day. Okay, that's very key. Okay, so as long as it holds this 8-day on a closing basis, 97,195, you're in good shape. Because even like when you had to sell down over here, okay, well, we can look here, okay, we were bouncing right back and forth here. Then it held this key 8-day, even though it was a red candle, same way here, came down lower, went above the 8, came down here, hold above the 8, and same way with here. So this 8-day is very crucial. That's at 97,195. Now, again, what we have to do is look at today's high, okay, which is 99,385. And then what we do is we can just start following these candles all the way up here, okay? So what you want to do first is you want to look at here is 100,170 level. Okay, and then we'll come up to the top of this candle, 100,280, and then we'll come up here at 100,315. Now your big retest up there is 105, I should say, 105, 325. These numbers here, pretty huge. Okay, so 105, 325 here. Now again, if you can crack above that, then your target area is going to be that 110 area, very easy. Again, we have this topping tail, so you want to be a little bit very careful. But now you can see we're right back down in the fold here. Okay, all the way to sideways action. Now, we have a negative divergence going on here. Okay, see where we have this high. Okay, and then we had that spike high, but we did not get it on the RSI here. So we do have a negative divergence. Okay, and then we have this green that crossed the red, and we're slanting on the way down here. So just to be a little bit careful here until we can start closing back above these tops of these candles here and above this 105, 325 level here. So let's just see how this all shakes up. On the downside, just watch that 8-day. That's going to be very critical. If that's lost here, then we could come to the bottom of today's candle. You're looking at 96,155. We'll come down here. You're looking at 95,390, and then we come down to the bottom candle here. You're looking at 94,435 level here before we start running into your key support levels at 92,883 here. But as long as we're trading sideways here, you can just trade this here between the range here, and then we got to watch and see if that spike high is going to come back into the fold, or if that's going to be that was it for right now, and then she's going to come down. Okay, let's take a look here now at crude oil and natural gas. Okay, here we have crude oil. Now, the OPEC report came out yesterday. Okay, I had it all posted for you at the after the pit close yesterday for you. Now, what they're going to do is they're going to delay everything till April, and then what they're going to do is they're going to take off the voluntary. They're going to add the voluntary cuts. Okay, so about 2.2 million barrels a day, but they're going to stretch that out from April 25 to April 26. They're going to start putting oil back on the market. Now, as far as the other cuts, the cuts that they all agreed on, that's going to end here at the end of 26. Now, again, all that being said, is all going to depend on what the price of oil is. Now, if oil starts singing off the map, well, then that's all going to go by the wayside here. But that's just what they were saying yesterday. Now, we did get a little bit of a pop up there yesterday, but you notice that went right into that 21-day, and then it closed right below the 8-day. So that's not good. Now, today, what we have is we have a lower low situation. We got 3 red candles here. There's nothing bullish about this, okay? So I'm short, and I'm staying short, and I'm just scalping it on the long side. So let's look at the downside here first, okay? So you're looking at this 67.55. This was the what we were looking for, this 67.71, because that was holding up the whole 9, and now we're sitting here just a little bit. There's 67, actually 71 we're sitting right now, okay? So this is what you want to watch, but then we want to go to that 67.55 is on the downside here. And then what the next level we're going to be going to is we're going to look right here, okay? So what do we have is 66.82, and then we have this 66.53. This is what we're going to be looking for, okay? Now, if that is lost, we're going to come right to the bottom of this candle. You're looking at 66.33, and then we have 65.63, and there's your big retest at 65.27. Now, midday trading, I'll have the weekly chart for you to let you know that in case this is all lost, exactly where they can go. The next level is going to be 63.64, and then you're going to go down to the 60, then in the 50s, but there's targets all the way down in the 40 level here. Not saying that's where it's going to go, but there are targets in that area. Now, you can see RSI, we're falling off all the way down here. Now the green crossed your all below your red, but this is not saying much. This is just like a sideways action. So we got to see how this is all going to play out today. Now, upside, very, very easy, okay? Here, big time resistance, 68.61. That's your 8 SMA, which is now on the downside. Okay, you have your 21-day here, 69 flat. That's on the downside. If we can get above all that there, then we can look to the top of this candle, 69.69. We look up here, 70.23. But this is your target, is that 70.38 level here. But you notice that, look at here. Okay, you popped up, and then we closed below. Right into it, popped up, closed below. Now we had a nice big green candle, but you notice right into that 50-day, could not hold it, and then now we have these series of lower highs and lower lows. There's nothing bullish here, okay? So now your price is below everything. Your 8, 21, 50-day, 100-day, 200-day. Nah, she's looking pretty ugly, okay? So, again, I'm just looking for a sideways action here to down, but we start losing these levels here to 66.33 and at 65.27. It's going to be man out the window time for old Crude ski. Okay, natural gas. All right, what we got here? Now, can't get off the ocean night. Okay, so what we did is we had the double top situation, came all the way on down, and this candle was looking promising because we closed above the 8-day, but this is why I don't take it overnight, because you just never know with natty gas. Now, what we're doing is now we're fighting that 8-day, okay? See how that is here? Now, we held this 21-day, even though we put a bottoming tail in here, and then yesterday we put a topping tail, and now we have that red candle. So what we're looking for on the downside is we're going to be watching right here, the bottom of this candle, okay? 2.97, that's going to be your key support level. If that's lost, you're going to come right here at 2.94, and then we'll come right here at 2.90, and then we're going to have 2.83, and then here's the big boy at 2.81. That is your 50 SMA here. Upside, very easy. You're going to be looking right there. 3.05. You'd have to get back above that. That's going to be key. Then we can look above on top of this candle, 3.08. We'll look to top there, 3.15, and then we're going to start running into that 8-day at 3.18. I don't like this. That 8-day is rolling over. That's not good. See this here? This is not good. Okay, once that green crosses the red, just like here, this is the reaction. And now where are we? Below that 8-day. Where were this here? Below that 8-day. Okay, so again, there's nothing bullish about this area, this here, okay? Even though the temperature here is cold as hell, it's like 20 degrees out here. But the ski resorts here in my area are just loving it. They're going to be all open up today, so awesome. So anyway, what you want to do is watch this key 21-day on the upside. If you get above that, here's your target, is going to be your 8-day, okay? So now you're trading between bottom of this candle, okay, that 2.97 and that 8-day. Okay, so just watch that 21-day, because this is what we got situation. We lose all this. Here's your target, is going to be that 50-day simple moving average. There's just nothing, again, that's bullish about here, about this chart, unless you can close above that 8 simple moving average. Okay, that's what I got for you. I'll be back here at midday trading. We'll take a look at crude oil, natural gas, and then we'll throw something else in the old mix. I see Tesla's running up here nicely here today. Everything else is kind of flat. I see that even like tech is down here, but I'm sure I can come up with some kind of a trade. Okay, trade what's in front of you, not what you want.